Vanilla Skyrim. Honestly, not as ugly as I remember, but what if we just took 10 mods and turned it into this? The goal here is simple. Maximum impact with minimal mods, no tanking your FPS. Last time I stacked 100 mods and I practically needed a jet engine to run Skyrim. And when I played PS5 games, I always picked the performance mode over quality. So let's bring the same concept to Skyrim, without sacrificing that jaw-dropping modern look. We're gonna start things off with community shaders. That's right, this is not an EMB. Community shaders upgrades lighting, shadows, and effects, all without the performance hit of EMB, giving you a stunning Skyrim that runs super smooth. While in many cases, community shaders doesn't look as good as an EMB, when paired with a good Reshade preset, it can look incredible. One thing that sucks, I guess, with community shaders is that you need to download some of the features separately. But it's like ordering extra ketchup with your fries. You could eat the fries by themselves, but it just won't hit the same way. These here are the features that I have, and if you want to have your game look like mine, there you go. Looking at the before and after, you can clearly see some differences, especially while looking at the grass, but it doesn't feel like it has such a massive impact until you add Reshade. Which brings me to the how the hell is this even legal Reshade. Yes, that's a real name. I don't believe having such good visuals is a crime, but I'm no lawyer, so what do I know? Bringing this absolutely incredible lighting and color to your game, making it look like you just enabled ray tracing. According to the mod page, there should be an FPS drop, but I personally haven't experienced much. But if that's a problem with your PC, I can recommend the Rainey's Reshade, which arguably can look even better. But the performance hit, at least to me, is a little bigger, but there's no mention of FPS in that mod description. So really just try both. It's really not a big deal to change between both and see whichever you prefer. But I will go with the first option. And if you want to have my exact features, pause this video right here, and if you don't know how to install Reshade, I'll have a tutorial in the description. And if you don't yet have a copy of Skyrim Anniversary Edition, you could use my instant gaming link in the description and in the pinned comment. So, I mean, it's there, you can use it if you want, go ahead. So let's take a look at the weather. As a Canadian, I'm gonna pick the brightest and happiest, because for sure, I don't get a lot of that at home. I tried a few, but I decided to go with NAT.CS III. Natural Atmospheric Tamriel 3 works really well with community shaders to provide a really cinematic and ambient feel to your game. But from what I noticed, it's more on the high fantasy happy side, so if you're looking for a more gritty and dark feel, it might not be the best choice for you. Next up we have, well, two mods that I'll be counting as one just because of how well they work together, and they kinda need each other to work well. First, there's Enhanced Lights and Effects, a classic mod that removes a bunch of fake light sources, making lighting more realistic. It also adds realistic shadows and makes interiors especially darker and cozier. Then there's ELFX Shadows, introducing sexy, gorgeous, delicious dynamic shadow casting, making all locations, but especially indoors, look so jaw-dropping. Together, ELFX and ELFX Shadows create one of the most realistic and atmospheric lighting setups available for Skyrim. Now, you guys know me. It's so hard to not go crazy with my overhaul, so when it comes to the texture and mesh portion of this video, I really had a lot of trouble trying to find just a few mods that I will be happy with. But here are my picks. First, there's SMIM Static Mesh Improvement mod, which honestly I had in my loader for about a decade now. This mod has been out for ages and it truly should have been included with a special edition remaster. I mean, come on Todd, have you done anything for the 2016 version?
It doesn't just work.
This mod makes a lot of objects in Skyrim more 3D, including ropes and fences. Then we go to the big boys. There are a bunch of all-in-one texture overhauls that you can use, and if you want to know more, Bard's College graduate made a video that none other one of us Skyrim YouTubers wanted to make. Anyone? Yeah, that's what I thought. So if you want to make a choice that is perfect for your setup and your computer and whatever your preferences are, go watch that video, but after you finish this one. Thank you very much. Starting with Sky King Skyland All-in-One. This mod covers most, if not all, landscape and architecture sections in the game. If you only wanted one texture mod, this is the one, since it really covers this much. Now Sky King, if you're watching this video, please forgive me. But I also added Clevercharff's all-in-one that covers most architecture textures in Skyrim, but the beauty of it is that it comes with an extremely convenient faux mod, so you can mix and match those two mods as you like. I, for example, prefer the Whiterun textures of Skyland, so I didn't check that box when installing Clevercharff. And Sky King, I'll make it up to you. I hope I didn't upset you too much. But wait, you forgot the water textures, you silly goose. Get it? Because geese like water? Alright, I'll go f myself then. But for the water, there's not a more vibrant and diverse mod than water for EMB, I think. You guys will let me know how stupid I am in the comments, so I'm not worried. But this mod makes the water so much more beautiful with a completely different shade depending where you are on the map. Now you can really relax in one of these hot springs in East March, Ghost of Tsushima style. I mean, depending where you are on the map, water can be very transparent or very dense, so you can hide whatever bodies you want in there. Which is what I did with an Azim lover like Brianna. Perfect. Perfect hiding spot over here. Now moving on to grass. Now grass is a true performance killer. I have tried a bunch of mods including my beloved Folkvanger that I sadly had to let go. It's not me. It's you. But then I found Cathedral Landscapes. It's been reported that this mod actually outperforms vanilla grass performance. I didn't notice that myself, but it's definitely not an FPS killer, I'll tell you that much. This grass is varied and looks beautiful all across the map. Now come here. This is not the most beautiful and complex mod out there, but if you're not spending your whole playthrough looking at the ground, you will thank me for that performance boost. And to finish this off, we have a tree mod. And again, after testing a bunch of them, I'm very sad to say that I'll have to let Traverse the Ulvenwald go. Maybe it's time to let our roots grow separate ways, because we're not growing in the same direction anymore. So instead I got Happy Little Trees. This mod is very popular and well known, and for a reason. The tree models are very well done at a fraction of a performance cost than other tree mods. There is also an add-on for bigger trees if that's what you want, but there will be a performance hit, so I'll turn that back off. And there you have it, your game is now beautiful. But can I have the liberty of adding just two more mods? First of all, there's Skyland bits and bobs for all the clutter and smaller, less noticeable items, changing over 100 items scattered all over the map. From instruments to plates and stuff, your Skyrim is now truly gorgeous. I told you I'll make it up to you, Sky King. And lastly, there's Windy Grass, a mod that adds this amazing wind effect to the grass, making for a way more realistic and atmospheric vibe, especially in a field. So I'm not sure if you noticed yet what my overall plan is. That is to restart my mod list to be more stable and easier to run, because the one I built over the years is, well, hard to run, to put it lightly. So if you want to join me on my journey of overhauling this game to modern standards while still having it be stable and playable, be sure to subscribe to not miss any of my future uploads. And if you don't yet have a copy of Skyrim Anniversary Edition, be sure to use my link in the description or in the pinned comment to get it at a very low price. If you have the ability, you can also join my Patreon for getting the content early and getting longer versions of the videos, including this one with behind the scenes footage and deleted jokes. And on that note, a massive thank you to my Patreon supporters who continue to support more and more content here. Your name can also appear at the end of my videos, or it can be roasted to bits if you choose the Azim Lover tier. So now's the time. You can click here if you want to see my current combat setup, or you can click here if you want to see how to turn Skyrim into a modern RPG with new movement systems and UI and whatever. And yeah, I guess I'll give you a few seconds and now leave me alone.